So, you know how people talk about their career path like it's a straight line? You go to university, you get good grades, you get a job, you get a promotion, you get maybe a couple more promotions, and then you retire. But in reality, that isn't actually what happens, is it? There's redundancies or there's different family commitments, different priorities, different shifts. And what actually happens is there's seasons in your career. So there's seasons of growth, there's seasons of exploration, there's seasons of rest, and there's seasons of contribution. So this video today is going to be talking about these different seasons that you might find in your career and how to identify which one you're in at the moment, which will really help you when it comes time to think about what might be next for you in your career. Hi, my name's Lydia Newell, and I help people who are at that midpoint in their career. And they've got to the point where they just aren't sure what it is that they want to do next. I've helped so many people who feel stuck, feeling like they're behind, feeling like they don't know what they want to do, they don't know what they're good at, and they're struggling with the confidence to make a change towards a career that actually works for them. So in this video, I'm going to help you to understand where you're at in your career so that you can make a really solid decision about what to do next. So here's why the straight line career path doesn't work. Because we are conditioned to believe that everything is progression. Everything is that step up. So you get a job and then you get the promotion, or everything makes sense on paper. Oh, it makes sense that you've taken that because that's that step up. But actually, life can throw curveballs, and you might be facing a redundancy, or you might find that your life has changed because now you suddenly have caring responsibilities for your parents or for your children. Life can shift dramatically in a pretty small space of time. So if you have started out on this career path, maybe in your 20s, and now you're at the stage you're at in your career, the chances are your priorities will be very different now. The chances are your time, your spare time will look very different right now. Your motivations will look very different. Maybe your definition of success. So this is where so many people come to this point in their career and go, well, this just isn't right anymore. And I'm not sure whether I should keep pushing to get a promotion and maybe that will solve things. Or do I need to take a side step? Do I need to change industry? These might be questions that you're asking yourself at the moment. And they're all great questions. But the thing that I want you to do first is identify what season you're in your career, because it's going to really help you to address the right questions for you right now. So I'm going to explain to you now what these different seasons of your career are. So let's start with spring, a season of exploration and curiosity. So maybe this is a time where you're signing up for loads of courses, you're listening to videos like this, you are asking lots of questions about what it is you might want to do different. It's all about collating ideas and being really curious about what might be next for you. So spring is all about ideas, not decisions. So if you're in this season, don't rush to figure it all out. Sit with it for a little while. Figure out what it is you're excited about, what it is that's working for you, and what it is you want more of and what you want less of. So is that the season you're in? Are you coming up with new ideas all the time about possibilities, opportunities, things that you could do? Or maybe you're further along and you're already starting to make decisions. If that's you, the chances are you might be in the season of growth, in the summer season, where it's all about exploring what those ideas might look like. So you're expanding your network, you're developing your skills, you're saying yes to opportunities that will stretch you. Now, summer is really exciting, but it's busy. So your goal, if you are in this season of summer, this season of growth, your goal is to make sure you are going all in on the decisions that you have made, but also you need to make sure you're not burning out, because this, like I said, this is a season that is very, very busy. There's lots of doing, and it's really important that you continue to focus on your priorities, on your values, and the things that are going to allow you to take a little bit of a rest time as well. So you might find yourself in that busy season where maybe you're struggling to keep up, maybe you're feeling quite overwhelmed. Now, the season that so many people want to get to is autumn. This is all about contribution. This is a season of impact where you feel confident, you feel really capable. People are coming to you asking for your expertise. You are mentoring people, you're sharing ideas. Slight catch with autumn is that it can get to a point where it starts to feel a bit too comfortable. And this is where people start to feel like they actually want a bit of challenge again. And if this is you, then this could be a sign that winter is on its way. And finally, winter. So, winter is a season of reflection and recovery. So, winter season often gets a really bad rep. It's often the place that people don't want to get to because it's maybe the time where you've left a job or you've faced a redundancy or something has happened that has caused you to get to this point where you know that change needs to happen. But the good news is winter is where growth begins again because you're starting to think, what could I do now? But the important thing in this season is to take time to rest, is to take time to reflect on the things that have worked and the things that haven't worked, the things you want more of, the things you want less of. It's allowing yourself to ask those questions about what might be next, while also being really kind to yourself, because in the winter season, your job is to listen. Listen to your energy, listen to your intuition, listen to the things that you're believing could be next, and it's trusting that spring is on its way. So now you know the 4 seasons. Let's identify which one you're in so that you can start making a plan to figure out what season you're moving into next. Okay, so I want you to grab a notebook, get ready to pause this video as you write down these questions and reflect on your answers. So right now, are you feeling energized or are you feeling like you need to rest? Are you feeling curious and exploring ideas, or do you have quite a solid idea of where it is you want to go? Am I craving stability or am I looking for change? It's really thinking about those opposite feelings. Which one am I pulled towards most strongly? And that's going to give you a really good insight into the type of season that you're in, which will help you figure out how to move through it rather than trying to battle against it. Because your answers to those questions are going to help you figure out where you are right now. And that's going to help you to stop comparing yourself to people who are in a different season to you. It's going to mean that you can stop trying to force yourself to feel motivated when actually you're in a season of rest. Or stop trying to force yourself to do something when actually you're meant to be reflecting. It's going to be a really helpful tool for you to use as you plan out the next steps in your career. So which season are you in? I would be so interested to hear. If you let me know in the comments and I can reply back and we can work out what might be next for you.